Hello everybody and welcome to GhostPie Productions. Today I'm going to be showing you Really Big Sky. No, I'm not kidding, that is actually the name of this game. And god is it trippy. I am not kidding, this game is crazy trippy. Those of you looking at the screen, you can see all the freaking colors just in the menu screen on this one. This one is, well, quick warning for those of you who are epileptic and will go into seizures because of bright flashing colors. Sorry, but this is not the video for you. There is going to be a crazy amount of colors. This looks like a rave gone bad. Alright everybody, well first we're going to take a look at the options screen. There's really not much to say about the options screen. You get graphics quality, VSync, full screen. There's really not much to say. You can change your player one input. You can go to advanced keyboard controls. You can change them, which is always good. We always know somebody's always complaining about the keyboard controls. There is a tutorial. I really wouldn't say there's much needed of a tutorial on this one. It's pretty simple. And it also, just look at this, left mouse button, it's the only time I've ever seen it in a game, actually deactivates your firing. You can change that to activating the fire. Oop, I'm an idiot. To fire, would not advise it though. I would say just leave it, because so far I've found very little reason not to be shooting at all times. Also would switch your keyboard acceleration to slow because this game goes fast enough as is. You really don't want a lot of stuff going on. You have your library, which just shows a bunch of your critters. It also goes through your weapon types and all that good stuff. It's just there. It's funny. It's witty. It's got a good few things in there, but I wouldn't say there's much. It's nice to have. You do have your scores for those of you who are your score attack guys. There's always good stuff there for you. You have your stats. Most of this, I'm still not sure what a lot of this means, to be terribly honest with you. I'm pretty sure these are achievements. Pretty sure. But other than that, I mean, you got all your good stuff over there. Now, we're going to go to the gameplay itself. This is where things get really interesting. There are a ton of different types of game modes. You have Classic, which is pretty much the good one. It shows your difficulty. You have 1 life. This is also the only mode where you can go to the shop and upgrade your ship, which is really cool actually, because this is one of those games that you're going to lose the first time you play. I'm not going to BS you there and tell you, oh yeah, you can win basic. No, you can't. You're going to have to play this one over and over and level up your ships, because it really, I don't think it ends. I'm not really sure. As you can tell, I've never beaten Classic mode, if it is possible, because in the beginning you're just going to get trashed because your ship is just not upgraded. Mine's halfway upgraded, give or take. I've done a bit of upgrades on it. I've done like 40 or so sessions on here. If my memory serves me correct, we'll see when I get in there. Now you have to unlock all these different modes. See, peaceful, I love the question mark, no scores, not in competition, no game over. Basically you can't lose, you can just keep playing. There's hell mode, which is just hard. I mean, this one's a nightmare. Like, when you look at games that are called bullet hell style games, this mode is really it. I mean, it's crazy tough. Unlock all modes. I mean, you can see it's pretty nice. It shows you like, oh, this is how you unlock it, which is really nice. I'm really thankful for that. I mean, you can just see, I mean, like, that is so nice. There's all these different modes, which is really cool. I'm just really appreciative that they actually show you how to unlock these. I don't want to spend like 6 hours trying to figure out how to unlock all these levels or having to go on the internet. It's nice to just tell us in the game, unless it's a secret of some kind. And go check out the upgrades real quick, show you guys those. Okay, no, I'm not even close to halfway. I'm like a third of the way on upgrading this ship. Now what happens is when you play games, you will get points. Now, you can use said points to increase each of these different categories. Usually, it's very faint, you can't see it very well. But when I finish a level, you'll be able to see how much each of these costs. The costs increase exponentially when you buy points in that category, which, I mean, makes the most sense because each increase does something. It does explain down at the bottom. For example, wideband fires 2 shots at 45 degrees. Claymore periodically launches a mine. Base engine increases your speed. Radio shield creates a depletable shield around the ship. These are just all little nice little things that'll make your ship tougher and faster and all that good stuff. That's kind of where I come in when I say, like, you're gonna lose, guys, because it's not a hard game. I would never say it's a hard game. It's very trippy. It gets very confusing really fast. You're gonna see what I mean when I start playing. But at the same time, your ship just isn't upgraded. It's not where it needs to be. It's not ready to do some of this stuff. Like, you're just gonna have to deal with it that way. That's how the cookie crumbles on that one. Alright, well, let's get into a classic game, and I'll kind of show you guys how this game works. And, oh god, this is going to be insane. Yet again, warning again for those, lots of flashing lights and colors. This game looks like a rave gone wrong. Oh, well, I'm an idiot. It took me right to the freaking upgrade. My bad. And here you go. This will show you, it gives a little description of the game mode, classic, collect star bits to upgrade your ship on death, long pace, and no perk power-ups. Perk power-ups are just nice little abilities when you're playing the game, kind of like what you expect from a regular bullet hell style game. And as you can see, the controls are very simple. There are fly, there's your shoot. I don't use that for shoot, I switch it to it just shoots on its own because I've found very little point not to be shooting. You aim with the mouse and you have your flip drill. You're going to see what happens and why the drill is so important, and it's pretty an innovative feature within a bullet hell style game, I have to admit, when we get in and actually use it. And for those of you wondering, this does run at a very safe 60 frames per second, so I am very happy with that. So as you can see, there's a mouse on the main screen. You can see the crosshairs on the main screen, which are how I direct where my shots are going. Now, you're probably looking at this going, wow, this is really not a whole lot going on the screen. Oh, planet incoming, here's the drill. See, whenever I see planet incoming on the screen, I just have to activate my drill ability, which means I right click on the mouse, which enables me to go in this mode. I can't shoot, but I also build up power. Now you're probably all wondering, what in the hell is going on? Why is this dude shooting pink lasers everywhere? Well, when you go into vortex mode for another planet, wow, that's 2 planets in a row. That's fast. You go into vortex mode for some, I don't know how to explain it, you build up power, meaning that your ship, when you come out of vortex mode, is going to fire faster. And for example, look at this. You see my shots go from these little things to these like these super shots, which do exponentially more damage. Oh my god, see, the first time I played this, I didn't see a planet for like 30 freaking minutes. Like, really. You do get multipliers. This is a score attack style game, so for those of you guys who love score attacks, it's really awesome for you guys. Build up high score, show off to your buddies, all of that good stuff for arcade style games. And you can look, oh, appearance of a boss. Holy crap, I've never seen this many bosses. Like, everything's popping up for me this review. Thanks, game. As you can see, these are shielded enemies. They are a pain to fight. And I mean, you can just look on the screen. You guys can see what I'm talking about. This is a rave gone by. There's colors freaking everywhere. And this is also what a boss looks like. And this is just one of many bosses that are in this game. I mean, there are, God, I've only seen, I think, 3 or 4 bosses, and I still don't have the beat all bosses. Also, there's a bit of evilness to it. As you've seen, the ship is coming to me. I'm not dead because I activated my drill mode. So there we go. Pop right back out of the ship. See, bosses in this game are different. They're not like your regular bullet hell style games where you just kind of got to sit there and shoot at them. Oh, and there's a super multiplier. For some reason, I'm not really sure. I've yet to figure out the specifics behind going into the super mode, but it seems at certain intervals, upon getting higher multipliers, your ship gets basically a frickin' laser beam to shoot at the bad guys, as lame as that sounds. There we go, and it goes into trippy style mode after you beat a boss. And there's just little stuff like this where I say that this is really innovative in its style, is that, I mean, just look, I'm having to go through here, shooting off, I don't even know what this stuff is. It's just moments like this are really commonplace in this game. These little moments aren't the rare little features. This stuff is all over the place when you play this game. Enemies appearing, there's all kinds of different types of enemies. Each enemy type is unique. I've yet to actually have to deal with an enemy type that seems generic, so to speak. So far, I've seen enemies that come from all kinds of different angles. You have enemies that are doing, whoa, oh shit. You have enemies with all kinds of different abilities. Man, this game is really hard to play while speaking at the same time. This game requires a lot of concentration. And as you can see, it gets more difficult as we go along. Starting off, there's really not a whole lot to say. It's pretty simple in the beginning, and then you get to this, where shit just goes freaking crazy, and there's stuff all over the screen. See, I don't know what this is. This thing at the bottom, I don't know what it is. All I know is it's shooting at me, I think. And for those of you who are, I know, a good observer will notice I'm missing all those little, those blue beams. You hit them, you get star bits. They actually are really nice. It's a nice little score increase. As for up at the top, those are bombs. I'm an idiot. I really don't know how to use them. Maybe I'll figure it out eventually. Oh, there we go. Hit the score multiplier, go into super mode, and another boss. Holy crap. Yet again, you don't see this many bosses. In my whole time, it seems like it's randomly generated. Somebody in the comments will probably correct me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like the levels are randomly generated, meaning you could get one level where you just kind of go through and you don't see anything for forever, or you get times like this where so far in this video I've hit more bosses and oh my god, inverted color schemes than I've done in levels where I've gone twice as long. So I'm not sure how that works, but I mean, you can see what I'm talking about. Things just go freaking trippy. I don't even know what's going on at the moment. I just know things are exploding. And oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry guys. Oh, and there I go. Well, as you saw, I lasted 4 minutes, 46 seconds. My points per second was 784. My score par almost hit as high as my high score. I was only off, as you can see, by a very tiny amount. There's a lot of neat things, and this really shows you, like, my average kills per mission is 67, boss kills is 0, score 35,000. That shows your current one, and it gives you statistics based off of that, which is really impressive. See, and then it always has a little funny thing, like the night is young, go again, give me more. It's always got fun little stuff. Go down to continue, and it should brings me right back to increasing my abilities. So this is part where you increase your abilities on your ship. For example, if I want to increase the speed of my ship, I'm going to increase my base engine. I kind of wanted to show you guys, and you can see how much it's going to cost for you to increase whatever that category of your ship is. So you can look down and be like, oh, well, if I want to get a bigger electromagnet, which increases the vortex's damage radius, I go down, I click here, and as you can see, the increases go up exponentially. They started off not costing much, but at the same point, in the beginning, you weren't able to really go that far in the game. I mean, you'd get trashed. I know I got trashed several times, almost immediately upon starting. It's just that tricky. It's not really that easy. Oh, I'm an idiot. See here, this shows me. See, this is how many times I've killed this number of shit, this number, how many times I've died to them. Through some miracle, I haven't died to any of the actual enemy types in the game, somehow. I guess I've been killed by environmental hazards, I'm not really sure. Plays 12, bullets fired. I fired 60,000 bullets in that last one. Bullets hit enemy 5,000. My aim sucks. I have a 0.3% hit percentage. Oh lordy be. Alright, well, before I wrap up this video review, which hopefully you guys have had fun kind of watching. Oh, boss rush mode. Huh, well, I'll be damned. Oh, so I did beat all this. That was the first time I've beaten all the bosses. So, I don't know. I really don't know how many bosses are in this game. Somebody in the comments section will have to correct me on that. And tell me that. What I think we should do now is we should try a mode that has perks, or I could try hell mode. So I could either show everybody how agonizingly bad I am at this game as the bosses kick my ass. Or we could try marathon mode with speed and power-ups. Let's go with hell mode, just because I know everyone's going to want to watch me get my ass torn apart by this game. So hell, bullets, hell-themed gameplay, enemies and bosses remixed, and higher laser event frequency. This cannot end well. Select 3 perks: max laser speed, max laser spread, plus 50 wideband, plus 50 polar shot. Holy crap. Wow, this is interesting. Doubles the rate of power-ups. That's got to be useful. Huh, wow, this is interesting. Huh, wow. Radio shield, max laser spread. Oh, I already have that. Oh, interesting. So, I mean, you guys can see kind of how this is working. Let's get the max base engine. And you know there's some dude in here who's watching this going, yeah, it's not the right choices. You didn't choose everything the way I would have done it. I'd have done it 100 times better. Well, you're probably right. But, I'm not that... Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay, see? This is a bullet hell style game. For those of you who've never played bullet style, it's like, oh my god. Okay, I got no clue what's going on. Hello! Holy crap. Oh, wow. I lasted 22 seconds. That was just sad. My apologies. That was... I'm going to try one more time, just because that was so freaking sad. Everyone's looking at me like, oh my god, you suck at this game. Yeah, it's hard to do this, okay? Okay, listen to me. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's like trying to freaking... I mean, I'm like looking at this going, oh god, everything's moving. So many colors, and I'm just trying to like not go crazy watching all of this. Oh my god. See, this is really hard to do while like talking. See, I'm trying to talk, and I'm trying... Oh my god. Okay, see, those of you guys who are always like, I can do better than you, you gotta tell me, how in the hell do you avoid all of this? But this is hell mode for you guys. Those of you guys looking for a real challenge, those of you guys who are like experts at bullet hell style games, here you go. This game has got it for you too. Oh god, I suck. Lasted 33 seconds. Okay, I'm getting out of here. But for you guys who really love bullet hell style games, there you go. This does have it. This doesn't just have the kind of easy mode that you go, the classic mode you saw me going through. I know a lot of guys would be kind of like, that's too easy for me. Well, there you go. You got a hell mode for the really difficult. It does have a boss rush for guys who love to just take out bosses and all that good stuff. You can't shoot, you can dodge. That's a really interesting one. Oh, right click makes me go back. You've got 2 minutes. Respawning will reset your score multiplier. As you can see, there's all these little extra modes. There is classic, there's peaceful for guys who just want to play. You got your arcade mode, your pacifism, you're just kind of, that's your weird one. You do have your marathon mode to build up power-ups and build up your speed. So, I mean, this kind of has everything that any player could really want, and it's not expensive. I mean, this is, if I remember correctly, when I bought this game, it was going for about $10 or your regional equivalent. So, I mean, it's not an expensive game. It's very colorful, as you can see. The music is very kind of ravey, got a lot of beat to it. It is a lot of fun to play. It's not difficult. You did kind of watch me just doing that. You can just, here, let's look through our library. It's kind of wanted to show you guys something funny. But, that's kind of what you guys got to look at, is that it's got a lot. I do say, hey guys, try it out. It's not expensive. It is just funny. It's fun. It's a very simple game. It is very pick up and play. There is no complicated, ooh, we got to do this, we got to do that. All that hard, difficult crap. Man, see, there's something funny in here, and I don't freaking remember where it is. Laser planets. See? It's got little funny stuff like this. This is what I mean. Thankfully, we're not, and we can do as we like, please, the developers. There's a lot of funny stuff like that in it, just little goofy stuff. That's just kind of how this game is. It does not attempt to take itself seriously whatsoever. You can post your scores, so it's definitely a fun one. There's always little funny stuff up here. Spin attack will not shield you from enemy lasers, rocks, or invulnerable enemies. It does have your little tips and tricks. But yeah, I say, guys, try this one out. It's a lot of fun. It is very goofy. There's all kinds of crazy stuff going on. If you have a thing against bright, flashy colors and all this crap going on the screen, I'm going to say this might not be for you, because believe me, it gets worse. What you saw going on in classic mode, it only gets more colorful and crazier from there. So it really never lets up. It just gets crazier as you go on. So do keep that in mind if you're going to try playing it. But I still say, give it a shot. I say I've had a lot of fun with it. It's good. It's a good game. I'm not exactly going to be giving number scores here, because I don't see a point behind that. I'm going to give it a number, and people are like, oh, I don't agree with that number. As I say, would I advise and say you should try it out? I definitely say try it out. It is a good game. I've had a lot of fun with it. Take that for what you will. That's kind of how I'm going to do my rating system. I'm not going to be like, ooh, this game is a 3, this game is a 4. That's so subjective. That confuses the crap out of me. I've shown you what I've liked about this game. As for negatives, there's really not a whole lot to say. I haven't found anything that really got me, other than the just crazy colors and all that crap. There's really no major problems with it. You are going to die, so if any of you kind of have a problem with that old roguelike style of gaming, that's going to get you guys. I mean, it's not simple in the sense that you can just beat it. It's just not going to happen, okay? Well, thank you guys for listening. It's been a lot of fun to have you guys here. But this is GhostPie Productions. This is Pie, signing out.